welcome to Morning Pulse, the pulse of Nigerian politics. My name is Sharon Enemjiku, and I'm the host for the show. Joining me live in the studio, I have with me my co-host Ifoma Oji and our analyst, Mr. Daniel Sacramento. Good morning. How are you all doing this morning?
Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning, Mr. Daniel.
Good
morning, Ifoma. Also joining us via Zoom, we have our analyst, Mr. Oladimiji Oluwafemi. Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you guys in the studio. I'm doing well. And how are you doing also?
Very well, very well.
Very great.
All right, we're going.
Good morning. Beautiful morning to you.
Okay. All right, we're going straight to the stories breaking the headlines this morning. Now, two big developments today as two high-profile governors, one from the South and another from the Southwest, formally abandoned the People's Democratic Party, PDP. The defection sent shockwaves across Nigeria's political landscape just as the countdown to the 2027 general elections begin. Now, we are going to break down exactly what is going on in the South and in the Southwest with Governor Fubara defecting from the PDP to the APC. This is coming after his suspension as governor and the state of emergency called in Rivers State. We recall that a sole administrator in person of IBAS was put in place of Fubara to run the activities of the Rivers State government. And after that, Fubara was reinstated. And there has been a lot of speculations as to what will become of him now as a governor. A lot of people coming to say that he would play puppet to Wike and the ruling party. Just last night, we saw that he has defected from the PDP to the APC. Let's start from there before we move over to what is going on with the Osun State Governor defecting now, not to the APC, but to Accord Party a month ago. I'm starting with you, Ifoma. Well, what's the first thing that came to your mind when you saw this latest development of Fubara?
I wasn't surprised. I think maybe I saw this coming for a long time because I remember when he was reinstated as the governor of Rivers State. I was saying something like he's literally going to be a puppet for PDP and even APC, and everybody is moving to central power. And I watched his pronouncement, or rather his statement, where he said that he wants to support the present administration, that is the president, that he wants to support him. He doesn't want any form of backyard support, so that he wants to go, full front to support the president, and we are seeing the defection. So I wasn't really surprised with all this. I think at least now we are seeing that all the governors in the South have already joined. They've defected to APC. And the only thing that I'm actually kind of, that is still shocking me, and I'm kind of afraid, is where is democracy in all of this?
All right, sorry, Fama, before you continue giving an elaborate point of view, let us take a look at the video where Fubara was officially announcing his defection from PDP to the APC. Let's have a look.
In isolation, and we can't support Mr. President if we don't fully identify with him, not backyard support. So we have taken that decision today since we've gotten a pass. Everyone here who have followed me, who have suffered with me, our decision today, this evening, we are moving to APC.
That video now, and that is coming from Governor Simi Fubara. And just to continue on that conversation, I want to get to your take, Mr. Fubara.
Well, it's not a surprise thing to me because I've said this even when the fight. Why the president was much interested in Rivers State is because he was waiting for the massive support that he wants to get from Rivers. I know once you're able to get Rivers State, I didn't see any other thing rather than what has just transpired. I know, and I've said it here I predicted it that Fubara would cross over to APC. Wike will soon cross over, but he's being used now to scatter PDP. That's exactly what he's doing. They are using him, he's just there temporarily. Already, I know he's a card-carrying member of APC, which is very, very visible. So that's exactly what has happened. Well, it shows the weakness in, like Ifeoma said, in our democracy. The truth about it is that you've seen why the level of insecurity in Nigeria is high. Because the people who ought to be doing what they needed to do are busy pursuing the agenda of 2027. And that is what you're seeing now. Now, to even interest you, the Plateau State Governor is defecting to APC before the week runs out. In fact, we've heard last night that he has defected. Well, he's going to be made public before the week runs out. So just to tell you what this administration is all about is talking about second term. And that's what we are all seeing. They've used and dumped Fubara. What I mean, they have used him. They've taken out, in fact, he's more or less like a ceremonial governor. And that's exactly what's happening. You could see the house. There's no way the house will move to APC if Fubara will still remain. It would have been very terrible. And you know that was the basicity of what happened last time. These were people who defected. Then the level of judiciary system gave them backing. Yes, gave them backing. And now they have come back. This is the second time they are now defecting. So you could see the level, the way the Nigerian system is. Nothing is functioning.
Nothing to write home about, honestly.
There is nothing else. It just what everybody was expecting has happened.
Oh, Mr. Olajumeji, are you also buying the same thing that both Mr. Daniel Sacramento and Ifeoma has said? Were you surprised or not surprised when you saw Fubara's defection?
Whoever is surprised is pretending to be sleeping. That is it. In fact, long ago, I've been expecting that Fubara sings to the Obiakpo Hitler's demands for a while now, and it just came. In fact, it's late. It's late. He should have done it since the day that they returned him back to that seat. Honestly, because we know how he was returned back to the seat. It was the pronouncement for his return, let me remind us in case we have forgotten, was made by the Obiakpo Hitler himself during the local government elections that, the governor will return to his seat now. The road is clear.
The road is clear. That's true. We remember him saying that. And for you, Ifeoma, as well, with everything that has gone, people have, called the state of emergency called in Rivers State and the suspension of the governor and his deputy as illegal, the most illegal thing that we have seen constitutionally in a democratic nation. Now, after that, we are seeing Fubara now going over to the ruling party that subjected him to that public ridicule. And what do you think? Do you think that there is still democracy being practiced, not just in Rivers State, but in Nigeria as a whole? And apart from that, right, let's also take a look at the fact that it's as if the entire Rivers State has defected to the APC. And we saw a repetition of this in Enugu, where all of them defected to the APC, including the governor.
Okay, I think I was actually coming to that when you interrupted, when we had to watch the video. What I said then was, if we are having, or we see our politicians moving to one political party and we are seeing one political party, I asked, where is democracy in all of this? Who is going to be that formidable party, opposition party, that will stand against the policies of the present administration administration, who is going to oppose, you know, the policies of the present administration. And at the end of the day, we ask, where is the citizens of Nigeria in all of this? I don't really want to, you know, say much, because I believe we've, you know, had much deliberation as regards this Rivers State. Even when the state of emergency was called, we know that at the end of the day that Fubara will still move to the central power, which I'm not surprised that he did. But what I'm asking now, and what I am looking at now, and what I want to tell Nigerians is literally that we've seen the political atmosphere in Nigeria. So 2027 is no longer about political party, this APC and opposition party. It is now going to be Nigerians versus APC. I hope Nigerians are prepared for that. That's all I have to say.
So, Mr. Oladimeji, if you can hear me now, let's also talk about the fact that a lot of people that supported Fubara when he was reinstated, we saw the massive support the day he was reinstated as governor. How do you think they're going to see this now, especially on the part of Rivers State residents?
Sharon, I don't know how you, I don't know why you would describe those people or the support base of Fubara as a massive support. But these are his, how do I describe them now? These are his praise singers. Everybody is got a loyalist, even a madman. So Fubara has got his own, you know, base support too. Each time, let's take that instance when he was reinstated and, you know, they began to jubilate. These are his praise singers. Those that I love to describe as the banger boys, the sycophants, you know, who would do anything. Did you not watch the video, Sharon? The same people sang on your mandate we shall stand.
Yeah.
Yesterday, when it deflected, were they not the same people who sang on your mandate we shall stand? Let them not confuse you, Sharon. Keep your mind safe from this kind of people.
All right, Mr. Oladimeji. Now, finally, as we move over to another defection that has rocked us, especially politically now, and let's still talk about Fubara, right? Let's also talk about the fact that the PDP has come out to call out Fubara for defecting from the PDP. But there was something that Fubara said in that speech. He said he's moving over to a party where he can get protection. And he said what he implied was that in the PDP, he didn't get as much protection as he thought he should have. So let's talk about that. The fact that the parties now that we're seeing, which are supposed to provide political coverage, and the PDP falling short when he was removed as governor, and now moving to the APC for covering. Let's talk about that covering now that political parties provide.
Okay, Fubara was right in his statement by saying he didn't get enough protection from the PDP. Yes, I will agree with him in a way, because when all these, when the issue started initially, Damagu, who was the acting national chairman, was dancing to the tune of Wike. So he made everything he made Fubara very vulnerable to all the attacks. That is one. And secondly, there is no man that will want to be in a political party where he doesn't really understand how the political party is moving. I don't know where the head is lying or where the legs are. So definitely he had to go to a place whereby he will be protected. Remember that the people of Rivers State gave him the mandate ab initio until now. You know, he's on the mandate of another person now because it's no longer on Rivers State mandate.
Yeah.
It's now on the mandate of another person. So the truth about it is this: you see, we do not have people of integrity, people of class, people that could mentor the younger generation. Let me tell you, let's forget about that mentoring. And that is why you are seeing the level of recklessness in the whole system in the country. Both the youth, both the old, everybody is living the life they think they want to live. Not the way the country is being shaped. Not the way our forefathers who tried to make the country work has ever wanted. So everybody is doing whatsoever you know that can make you exist. Everybody is doing that. Now, the truth about it is that Fubara had to leave, because if all the 17 members of the House, they are 23, and 17 is on the other side. So how many is in the other side? You understand? So definitely he needs to leave to protect himself. Remember, Fubara has been on the wanted list of the EFCC ever since Wike has been a governor. And that was why Wike hurriedly made him governor. Because if EFCC carries Fubara, Wike would have been in detention by now. Because Fubara is the Accountant General of River State. While Wike is the governor of here. So he is the one that will present, he was the one that will present papers that would nail Wike. And on a normal, Fubara was not in the picture of people who become the governor of River State. It was Felix Obua who gave Wike the ticket as the PDP chairman of River State. But because of this scenario, where Fubara, if EFCC has been looking for him ever since, if they have carried him, he will sing. And the type of the songs he would have released wouldn't have favored.
Davido would not have.
He would not have. You understand? So that is the reason why he became the governor of River State.
To cover up.
Now, to cover up. Now, the man he was trying to cover up continued those nefarious attitude. And all of a sudden, Fubara said, no, I'm not going to continue with this. That was the outburst. And now, the president has stepped in. Tell him, Oga, if you want all this, and that. Remember, he went 2 days ago to visit. Yes. If you want all this, and that to happen, then you have to cross over.
Exactly.
And now he has crossed over. So everywhere is now soft for him. And remember, immediately he crosses over as a sitting governor, he becomes the #1 man of APC in River State. But he knows he's not going to be that easy, because his godfather, who is Wike, is a PDP APC.
So all right, Daniel. I like that you gave us the genesis of the story, so that people watching can also just recall and understand exactly what has been going on in River State. But we are moving over to Osun State now, where Governor Ademola Adeleke has now moved from the PDP, but unlike Fubara, did not defect to the APC. He defected to Accord Party. And we're going to take a look at a video. I will make it as short as possible, and then when we come back, we'll have our takes on the matter.
I stand beside you today to tell you that you're the light which is on top of a hill, which can never be hidden.
At this historical point, our task is to sustain a united front. As we prepare for the elections, we have a duty to ensure an inclusive leadership where the interests of all groups are cared for. Our party, Accord Party, is here to take over Osun governance and sustain the delivery of good governance in our dear state. Since I joined the party more than a month ago, I have been fascinated by the philosophy of this great party. The focus on people's welfare should always be at the heart of public leadership. The primary essence of a government is the welfare and well-being of the people. As a governor, I have prioritized the welfare of our people, from workers to the entire citizenry. Day and night, we implemented policy and programs to elevate the well-being of our people.
Your Excellency, as the national chairman of Accord, I hereby present officially your membership card to you. Your Excellency, now that we have officially unveiled you, we want to hand over the flag of Accord to you so that the whole world will know that today, Osun State is Accord. I hereby hand over the flag of Accord and we urge you, to use it and unveil in this place, mount it, circulate it, dance with it.
Party, but according to him, he defected even more than a month ago, and a lot of people have come out to just raise speculations about the fact that we thought he was going to move over with the bandwagon to the APC, but the Accord Party, a lot of people did not see coming. But let's have your take, Ifoma, first of all.
Okay, I think I wasn't actually surprised that he moved to Accord Party, because I've been hearing rumors that he was going to move to Accord Party. See, I love the fact that the governor of Osun State is more like a softie. He has realized that there is a lot of brouhaha going on in PDP, and he said, I'm not going to continue this with you guys. I'm interested in my 2026 campaign, so I will alienate myself from this and move to a smaller party, maybe to give them visibility, because Accord Party, who really knows Accord Party? But because of the fact that he has defected, I mean, people are now hearing more of Accord Party. And then again, the challenges or the caveats lies that I'm seeing here, or that lies here, is that these small parties now, number one, you know that they lack to an extent structure, unlike PDP that already have structure over the years, even though that it's now caricature as at this moment. But you talk about resources, how is he going to start again from grassroots to mobilize supporters? And then this is the point you're still going to ask the loyalists, people that have been singing his praises when he was in PDP, is he still going to get those people? Are those people still going to swing to his side in the Accord Party? Those are the questions that we ask. But at the end of the day, we are not surprised with these political jobbers. We are not surprised that everybody is always moving to the power, the places that interest them, or places that they are interested in, or where they will gain something from, and not literally what democracy should stand for. So I'm not surprised, to be honest.
Okay, Mr. Oladimeji, let's get your take, sir.
Well, at the time, Accord Party used to rule on those states when Mimiko was governor, I think. So Accord Party is not new to the Southwest political space. Having said that, I also, just like Ifoma, had gotten the news of this deflection about 3 weeks thereabout ago, of this deflection. But Accord Party was not the first option. In fact, it was done with deflecting into the APC long before now.
So
but guess what happened? The former governor of the state, immediate past, Oyetola, blocked that deflection because of what Comrade described. The moment Adeleke becomes an APC member, he automatically becomes the leader of the party in the state, which relegates the minister, the current minister. So he blocked it, and because he's a first cousin to the current occupant of Aso Rock, he had his way. And that was what gave birth to That was what gave birth to Accord Party. So, well, the Adelekes are not new to the politics in Osun State. So it does not matter what platform they vie from now. But the only check I think they will be having is the well, let me leave that, because initially that was going to be an issue. I mean the ADC, but I'm not saying it as an issue now for the Accord Party with the disarray that the ADC is currently
facing.
In.
Oh, okay. And Mr. Daniel Sacramento, right? The defection of what would you describe as defection? Now we are saying from Mr. Ladimiji that he wanted to defect to the APC, but there was a blockage there. Now he moved to Accord. Do you think that moving to Accord now his second tenure is guaranteed?
Well, he who wears a shoe know where he pinches him. Of a truth, he wanted to move to APC, and I know fully well that Osun State is the ancestral home of the president. Exactly. That's his ancestral home, and what Ademola Adeleke has done is he used his initiative and a lot of consultation. Now, he would have still remained in PDP if there are no litigations here and there. He would have remained in PDP.
Definitely.
Yes. But the issue is this. Wike's faction seems to have upper hand in the litigation. And no man will want to jeopardize his ticket when he knows he has the chances of winning as an incumbent governor. He wouldn't want to jeopardize his chances. Now, if he has remained in PDP and Wike's faction wins in court, invariably, he won't be the governor of Osun State. They are going to remove him. Wow. Yes. Because all his, if he had won, the thing will go to anybody that Wike then presents. So definitely,
and it's definitely not him.
Yes, definitely he's out of the picture. So moving to Accord Party is the wisest thing he has done, knowing fully well he's in for a big fight politically. He's in for a big fight. But the man who would have also stood behind him, or might still, if they do not feed in anybody, is Aregbesola, who was the former governor, and he fell out with
it's National Secretary of JPC.
No, it's not. Yes, of ADC now, and he fell out with the president. So right now, Osun State is a very, very dicey. It's in a very, very dicey situation because Adeleke has to do everything possible because he's going to be fighting a heavy fight. It's like Anthony Joshua standing in the ring, and Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury is facing only Anthony Joshua.
Yes.
It's going to be a very terrible fight because the ADC will want to make a point with Osun State.
The ADC?
The ADC, yes. They want to make a heavy point with Osun State. Then APC will want to tell Adeleke, your time is up. We have the backings of the president. Although APC is still having issues, they're still having issues in selecting who they are going to give the ticket.
In APC,
in APC. Omisore, who was the former deputy governor of Osun State, is still at the center of a heavy controversy. So you could see that Osun State is in a very, very dicey situation. Nobody knows where it's going to go. But we want to say that the movement of Adeleke to Accord Party is a very massive one. And remember, Accord Party is not just a pushover. Because remember that the House people who won in River State won through Accord Party before the court removed them.
Wow.
Yes. Fubara was working with them before they were, or if I'm correct.
But they are not as strong as PDP now or APC.
What makes people strong? It's the level of acceptance from the people. That's what makes you strong. the level of acceptance.
Okay, but yes. Mr. Oladimeji, just finally, right? The fact that the president, Osun State is the ancestral home for the president, and in 2023, right, during the elections, we know that Atiku beats Tinubu in Osun State. Even Tinubu did not win in his home state, and that was a point that we've been using, we've been talking about, and it would make sense that the APC would want to secure the Osun State against the 2027 elections, but it doesn't seem that they are going to achieve that. So how do you think Governor Ademola Adeleke moving to the Accord Party, how do you think this would all play out for Tinubu as well as the APC in the 2027 elections? Just briefly, sir.
Let me quickly say this. First, the structure of PDP in Osun State will be moving with Adeleke to the Accord Party.
Okay.
There was a man we called Sherubawon in Osun State. That's the brother to Ademola Adeleke. He was a former governor.
Okay.
He had laid that native structure for the PDP in that state. The only time that APC wrestled power from them was during Aregbesola's era, and it was a very, very violent contest at that time. People died a lot.
Wow.
In that state during that time, before Aregbesola became governor. But